Hi, my name is Alyssa Pengrit, and I will be reviewing with you my personal and professional goals. So a little bit about me first. I work as a school psychologist in the Blue Valley School District in Overland Park, Kansas, and that's also where I've lived for the past 11 years now. Currently, I'm enrolled in Fort Hays State University in the non-degree endorsement program. Ultimately, I want to obtain my school leadership licensure to be able to transition into special education administration in the future. I live at home with my daughter Shay. She's 15. She's a freshman in high school, and my dog Tegan. So we stay pretty busy. Some of my passions, hobbies are hot yoga, hiking. I'm into holistic wellness, which I just mean by that just kind of looking at wellness from multiple perspectives: nutrition, exercise, sleep, uh, mental health, relationships, all of those things. And another interest of mine is social sciences, so anything psychology, sociology, anthropology, economics, anything related to that, I'm also very interested in. And then, of course, I love spending time with family and friends and traveling. That picture is actually from a road trip that my daughter and I went on in California last summer. And then we're huge Packer fans, so had to list that as a passion and interest as well. Educational background, I moved to Topeka and started attending Washburn University in 2004. That's where I graduated 4 years later with my bachelor's degree in psychology, minored in economics. Then I moved to Lawrence, went to KU, got my educational specialist degree, and then moved to Overland Park, where I started working in Blue Valley, and that is where I did my school psychology internship year, the 2011-2012 school year, and I've been working there ever since. Personal goals, and thinking about this, it was much easier to think about things in the first kind of immediate now to up to 5 years. It was a little harder thinking beyond then, but in 1 to 5 years, I hope to be able to buy a new house and become a landlord, which I would do just by keeping the house that I currently have and renting it out rather than selling it. So that's something that I've been thinking about and looking into. I would say another personal goal is just to increase health through better eating, more regular strength building exercise. It's something that I already do, but there's definitely room for improvement with both of those things. Another goal of mine, personal goal, is to have a better sleep schedule. I'm someone who tends to stay up way too late, but still has to get up early in the morning, at least most mornings. So I probably do not get as much sleep as I should be getting, and I think that's an area that I can do better on and just want to improve. And then overall, I just want to strive to have a better work-life balance. I feel that currently and really most of my career, it's been a little heavy on the work side, and I really want to find a way to balance that out and be able to have kind of take back some of my time for me and the people that I love and care about, to spend time with them. In the next 6 to 10 years, just a personal goal that I would have is hopefully I have a solidly developing retirement fund. Maybe I'm a landlord for more than one property. I think that when you think a little further out, that's a possibility. I want to be able to fund my daughter's college education and be traveling internationally on at least a semi-regular basis. Thinking beyond 10 years, maybe I'm living in my quote unquote dream home at that point, regular travel with family and friends, exploring new interests and building community, probably around maybe things that aren't necessarily on my radar right now, but 10 plus years from now, I don't know what that could look like. And then just continuing those healthy and active lifestyle habits. Professional goals in the immediate is definitely to obtain that building level leadership license. So hopefully finishing up these courses, passing the praxis exam, and getting that licensure, and ultimately working in a role in special education administration or leadership. In the next 6 to 10 years, I can see myself as a special education coordinator position. Maybe as we get closer to maybe the 10-year mark, maybe an assistant director of special education type of position. I also see that I might possibly pursue additional education related to career goals at that time. So while this is kind of the path and trajectory I'm on now, I could see within 10 years that, different things, ideas, interests might come up, and I could see myself pursuing additional education related to that if it were needed to go down that career path. And then beyond 10 years is definitely a lot harder for me to think about, but hopefully I'm just continuing to refine those leadership skills and ability to positively impact kids. And when I think about 10 plus years, I think that that's going to be more through maybe systems level changes, district level changes. Maybe, again, beyond 10 years, possibly director of special education services somewhere out there in the future, but maybe not. And again, I also could see me just possibly working in an entirely different career. Not to take away from this career, but just as a person who has a variety of interests and things I'm passionate about, things I feel that I'm good at or could be good at, I also leave room for more than one career in my lifetime. So that's why I have the question mark there at the end. For why I chose Fort Hays State University, originally it was recommended by a family friend that I spoke with that is a special education coordinator near Salina, and that's where she had gone to get her master's in educational administration, and she recommended it. Cost was definitely a factor. Fort Hays is probably one of the most cost-effective schools in the state, so that was a factor. Then the online access, the fact that it was online only, was really helpful to be able to do this while working full-time. I like the flexibility and the completion of the program, that you could take the courses in any order. And I liked the 8-week course format so that I could accelerate this and finish up in a quicker amount of time. And I also utilized that 3-week intercession option last school year. And then the other thing was that it was located in Kansas. I really didn't look outside of Kansas when I was considering different universities to attend. So that was the kind of the final factor for me. Initial expectations for the program, I think my expectations were really just to gain new knowledge and experiences that ultimately are going to assist me on this journey into educational administration. I also hoped that I'd be able to network with peers in the program and learn from their perspectives and experiences, and then ultimately end the program with the knowledge, tools, and resources needed to obtain a position in administration and ultimately be a highly effective educational leader. And as I get close to wrapping up, I think that those program expectations have been met. So thank you for listening to my presentation.